Okay, that was 60% in 28. No, 14. So the next question is, oh, there we go. Fertilizing contract that doesn't pay anything. Yeah, we can still do it because we have the equipment. Okay, what was I going to look at? Silage. Biogas plant has the best price. So I think, just to ensure things happen, we'll bring the next load here again, and that should complete the contract. And I will take all of the leftover bales down to the biogas plant and sell them there. Don't think I own it. I don't think it's something you own default. We'll see, but might give me access to some stuff. Digestate. Not that we have a spreader, but not that I'm planning to buy one. I'm just looking forward to having some more money in the bank. Oh, duck. I'm thinking I should probably change my speed to kilometers. I got no idea how fast we're going in kilometers. Well, we're doing about 50, I think, maybe 60. See all our bales over there on the left between the trees, and smacked in the face by another tree. Council needs to get out there and clear all the branches overhanging the roads. Then I think once we're done with this contract, I'll do the little spraying contract. It's not worth much, but we do have the fertilizer to do it with, and it's a +1 contract done. I presume there's a contract counter for what's it? Things and stuff. Achievements. Okay, we need to push that button, maybe. Yeah. So for the most part, this seems to be work your way down to the end of the field and work your way back is a fairly efficient circuit and gets you a full trailer. Now the other thing I could do is just keep the silage on the farm, but as I said, I'm not planning cows this year or next year. Well, maybe at the end of next year, because I don't really want to be buying bales to support them. Now the other thing is, because we have the robot feeder, I believe we are going to require mineral feed, which is going to be a cost. I'm actually assuming if I can knock down the sheds and put put some things, the things what produce stuff, greenhouses in the yard. Obviously knocking down the sheds will give me some money back, which may cover the cost of greenhouses. So I've also got to figure out where to get water from, because I'm not sure where that happens. As I said, most of the yards here are the full sheds, so you don't need any water transporting equipment at all. I'll leave that one and we'll get this one. But you are going to need water for greenhouses, and because of that we will need a water collection point. As I said, I don't know if there is one. When I'm not seeing any freestanding water, and I haven't seen any water spigots, so we might need a mod that provides water. In order to do greenhouses. But we shall obviously see what happens as it happens. Okay, this should be 100% delivered. Then I probably need to figure out where the BGA is, and we'll take the rest there. Now there's probably better times of the year that we can transport bales to these, or sell bales. The problem is we don't have bale transporting equipment, and I'm not likely to be going square bale anytime soon because of the tractor horsepower that we're running. So it's all, everything we produce today I kind of need to sell today or use today, and we're not doing cows anytime soon, so having bales sitting around the yard doing nothing is kind of a, it's money just sitting there doing nothing. So we'll sell everything now. Very handy street signs. I need to pay attention to them because it's giving me a clue where to go, so long as I've looked at the map to see where I want to be before I go there. Not this one, next one. It's good to know where the animal dealer is. Obviously it's not incredibly convenient. Not unless I wanted to drive across these adjacent fields. Okay. That looks like it's in. Close enough. So what was the fertilisation contracts in 117? Good grief, there's a lot of fields here. Which is the stores here, and then 117's down there. I'm assuming that's a farm track that will give us access. So I might do, actually that's kind of convenient. We can grab our tractor and the sprayer and collect more of our fertiliser that we have at the store. 103 environmental score, 4,500 income. So our environmental score is already a benefit to us, which is a good thing. Obviously, it's going to take a big jump when we harvest the sunflowers, because we'll get a fertilization bonus to that. It doesn't factor in your fertilization levels on your fields until you harvest. I don't think we've got anything else coming in by way of environmental score improvements. Now, as I said, following the sunflowers, we're probably going to end up planting either wheat, oats or barley, depending on planting season. But we are playing UK weather calendar, so we do have the ability to plant all of those crops during spring, early spring. And there's the street sign. So that's the one map mod or modification to this map I've made. I've used the UK crop calendar, which is the one that Oxygen David embedded into Calmsden, but is available as a separate mod. You just need to know what you're doing and have 7-zip and Notes++ in order to edit the files in situ to incorporate the calendar into the map. It's basically the map XML you have to change to point to this different crop calendar rather than the Giants default. And then 7-zip allows you to put the calendar into the map zip file. All very easy, kind of. And a big potential for people to mess up, so there isn't an automated way of doing it. Okay, I'll jump out the cab so we can see what we're doing. And of course, now as the number of bales gets a little bit more sparse, we're going to concentrate on getting the ones furthest away from the gate. And then meandering our way back. Is that a... No, that was just me mowing up the edge of the field. I thought it looked like it's almost like there was a farm track there. I'm kind of thinking that the forest to our west there isn't real. It's just the map border, which is why there's a hedge all the way along it. But it's kind of nice that we can make the most of this field without hitting the map border before we hit the hedgerow. Not that hedgerows are an issue on this map. Nothing to stop your bales rolling down a field or rolling down a hill into the next field and far away. Okay, how are we doing? 11. That's 12. Skip that one. 13 and 14 and we're leaving. I didn't look to see where the VGA was. That looks like a biogas plant. How do you get there? It looks like it's straight across the street from the store. There's probably an entrance there. Okay. We'll do a quick check on pricing. Yeah, biogas is still a little bit more better price. So, ooh, oops. Just drive on the neighbour's grass, why not? As I said, this grass, these two grass fields should be something we consider as we grow the farm. Just because easy access from our yard, so make the most of what we can get. Without having to drive down narrow country lanes at crazy speeds with traffic driving even faster. Anyway. So it looks like the exclamation point on the mini-map that tells us where to deliver this stuff has gone because the contract is technically complete. It's a good thing. Maybe. Chase that car. This is where I can judge how fast the traffic actually is. We seem to be catching him. I'm not sure that'll be as easy if I've got a loaded grain cart going up a hill, but with what we're driving at the moment, we're certainly hauling. Oh no, we're losing it. 25, 24, then back on the straight and level and back up to 32, so he seems to be doing about 30. I would estimate. Come back, come back. Don't think I'm supposed to drive this fast in a tractor. Okay, somewhere along here I am kind of hoping there is an access, like right there. Well, that certainly seems like a good place to turn. Oh, we got a BGA silage pit here too. That's cool. Okay, where do we want to tip this? Now, I'm guessing that's where I can purchase this for 1.5 million. Yeah, not happening. Just not happening. 1.5 million, good grief. That's a ways off. Now, hopefully, oops, we can unload this here and get credited. Yep. Nice, nice, nice. So 13,000. Okay, so we can sell stuff at the BGA even if we don't own it. That's a good thing. That's not quite so good. Oh, come on, keep going. All right, get back to the farm. And how many bales is that? So that's 14, 28, 38, 42. So we got about 8 more. Just over half a load. And we get paid. Wonder where that road goes. And after the last delivery, I will drive back to the farm so that we don't have to teleport to get into our tractor. How are we doing? It's 11:23. So I think right now we'll do the small spraying contract. We'll grab all of our fertilizer from the store, hopefully, and then probably call it a day at that point. Now that does mean 50, 60. We're probably going to have over 70,000 in the bank, which is I think we're still looking at a fairly good start, since we now own our own tractor and sprayer. We've still got some other things we're gonna need to buy, but my main worry now is having a grain trailer and renting a harvester to harvest a sunflower field. Okay. And then we can continue our financial struggle for our first year. But I think once we start turning things over, it's should get a lot easier. Because again, it's not hard mode isn't hard, and it's something I said last week with many games. Hard mode is a challenge to get started, but if you do everything right, then once you're past the initial start, it's generally easier. It's only in strategy games where effectively the AI is cheating. If you're playing in hard mode, it gets stuff for cheaper, it has beneficial issue resolutions, it learns tech faster, and And so, hard mode is hard all the way through the game, especially if the AI is beating you from the get-go. But in a game like this, Transport Fever, SimCity, or City Skylines, whatever, hard mode is not hard. It's just not screwing up when you start. So what am I looking for there? I'm not. I'm looking for here. So yeah, I think I'm playing on hard mode. Yeah, economic difficulty is hard. So we're not getting great income from jobs or contracts. We're not getting great income from product sales. Some stuff costs more. However, it slows down our startup. It doesn't make it difficult. Not if you have a plan. All right. I'm going to need to buy seed as well sometime. And I guess that's the other thing. Okay, if I buy a grain cart, because we have the consumable silos on the farm, I don't actually have to worry about shipping seed pallets back to the farm. There's actually two options. One is I can pay a little bit of a premium to have seed, solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer brought to the farm and loaded into our silos, or I can just go and collect it. Now with seed, I could go down to the store with a grain trailer, unload the seed bags into the trailer, and just drive it back to the farm and tip it into the silo. So I don't necessarily need a sort of small car trailer and load up the seed bags on the back of it. Probably still going to end up with getting the front loader arms for the tractor and going shopping with the tractor, but we'll just tip everything into the tipper, into our grain cart, and do it that way. It's kind of like I did it in 17, except I had an auger wagon for shipping the solid consumables back to the farm. Liquid fertilizer, not quite so easy to transport. You're going to need a tanker, and I don't know if I've got a mod tanker loaded. Okay, let's take it easy because we want to turn here somewhere. A tree to the face again. And just past the house. Take the corner wide enough. That works. Oh, BGA has a shed as well. Oh, that's nice. So if we ever did any work down here, we've got a silage bunker, we've got space for a wheel loader, I guess, and other equipment. Okay, drop that, and we are earning money. 58,000. I suppose I should press a button at random until it goes down. Yeah, that works. But 1.5 million. We are not going to own a BGA anytime soon. But I don't think that's a problem for us. I think we're going to end up primarily using slurry and manure from our 2 animal sheds once we get those established. And work our way up from there. Again, I think the slurry spreader has an attachment which allows it to be a little bit more efficient in the spreading of slurry on a field, and that may restrict us from using mod slurry tankers because they generally don't include the attachments. Anyway, how are we doing? 58,000. We've got the turn up ahead. Take us back to the farm. And then we can claim this contract done. Keep thinking that's the turn back there. I think it's just a farm track into a field. It's sort of, I start slowing down to take the right turn into the farm track because I think it's this road, and then look further down the road. Oh no, there's the street sign. Keep driving. And just on the left here where the Land Rover's parked is where our house is. As I said, we do have a sleep trigger there now. I downloaded, I think it was a farmhouse pack that included tents and a oh, what is it? Included a front door mat, a tent, and other shelters, a shanty, a bigger farmhouse. So we're using the doormat as a sleep trigger. Okay, we are back. We'll tell the farmer we're done and he can come and take his equipment away.